Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're carrying on with our Daenerys playthrough today. We are finally heading west to Westeros after liberating the east of slavery. All slavery has been abolished in the Free Cities and Slavers Bay, and now we are finally going to try and press our claim on the Iron Throne of Westeros. We do have a small rebellion going on back home, but we've got enough men to end that rebellion back home in Marine, so we will be able to sort that out, and then the rest of our fleet is over here on our galleys, which we're going to land in Westeros. We've undecided just yet whereabouts we are going to land. We've got our two sons, Aegon and Aemon, who we need to arrange some betrothals for, which will hopefully gain us some alliances and favour in Westeros. We do already have Dawn on our side, who are rallying what remains of their army to help us fight against Tommen. And then back home we have these 8,000 men. Some are mercenaries who we're going to get together to end this small liberation revolt in Astapor. And then we'll be bringing those over to Westeros to help us as well. On the fleet we have just under 8,000 men as well. So we'll have a decent sized army, hopefully enough to deal with Tommen and his men. Right, so let's have a look what sort of alliances we can form. We don't want to do anything with the West, because it would be unrealistic. We're obviously not going to do anything with the Lannisters. I'm not trusting Littlefinger, and I don't think there's anything we can even do with Littlefinger. He doesn't have any children or anything like that, so there's not really anything we can do with him anyway. Robin Arryn is already married, well, betrothed to a Lannister, so we don't want anything to do with him. But the Red Forts have gone independent. It's only a small kingdom, but if we could get an alliance with that small kingdom, that could work in our favour. I know they've only got not got a lot of men, but it is a young queen who is in charge of the Vale, well, in charge of the Red Fort small kingdom. If we could marry our prince to her, and then we could give her the Vale in return if they aid us, but they don't have a lot of men. It probably won't make much of a difference. Up north we have the Boltons, who do have a daughter, Lady Rhaena of the North. We could try and get the Boltons on our side. Oh, and her guardian is Queen Marjorie. So it looks like the Boltons are pretty pally with the Iron Throne. The White Walkers have took over the wall, but they've left the lower Frostfangs, which is interesting. That always seems to survive somehow. The Reach is obviously fighting against Dawn. For some reason, we've got Lady Paramount is Lady Crane, which is interesting. She does have a daughter who's warm. She's already betrothed, though, so we can't try and get an alliance with her. Old Town looks like it's doing its own thing. He's only got a son. What about the Tyrells? Has Willis had a child? Yes, Willis had a daughter, Marjorie Tyrell. Can we arrange a betrothal between Marjorie Tyrell and Aemon, our youngest? Yes, we can. So we'll see if that will get us an alliance with the Tyrells. If we've got the Tyrells and the Martells on our side, that could make a massive difference. What about the Stormlands? They are defending against Lord Leicester the Blind in war against the tyranny of Lady Paramount Alara of the Stormlands. Okay, she's of House Boleyn. Okay, interesting. So, maybe we won't be able to get them on our side then. They're a little bit busy anyway. It's not really going to help us. The Red Fort girl's only one. And I don't think she'd bring enough men to the front anyway. I wonder if we could get the Boltons to turn close. They've only got 6,000 men, and they are being attacked by the Frostfangs. I may save our other marriage for now then, and we'll see what we can do with it. Let's unpause and we'll go back over to Marine, just so we can end this war quickly over here. And then we can bring all our men over. Peace with you. I accept your suggestion. So, would you be willing to form an alliance with us? Yes, they actually would. That is awesome. So hopefully we'll be able to call the Tyrells in to aid us against the Iron Throne. You arrange a report of a suspected witch living in the outskirts of the realm. They have never been able to prove that the woman practices sorcery, although the villagers do not trust her. She's willing to put her medical mixology skills to good use in your court and offers to become your physician in exchange for naught but a small vial of your blood. A most strange offering. Gains the trait infection. Oh. No, I don't really like the sound of that, to be honest. I think we'll go against that, if I'm honest. I'm not too thrilled by the idea of that. Awesome. The Reach have joined us. No, I don't want you to join us in that war. Success. Taresha fell to the ground like a piece of a rotten fruit when the balcony railing gave way. A tragic accident as far as anyone is concerned. Awesome. Right, here we go. We've got our 8,000 men here. We'll... Siege of Slavery. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right. Let's march them on to fight those 6,500 men. Should be a very easy win. Right. Where do we land our fleet? Where should we land our men? Should we just go straight for King's Landing? Why not? How many men does Tommen have? I'm guessing he's going to be a little bit depleted. Wow, 28,000. So he's not as depleted as I thought he would be. But we do have the help of Dawn. No, I don't. Can I not call them to arms in the other war because they've got a alliance? That's a shame if so. Right, let's dock the men in King's Landing and we'll keep an eye on them. And then we need to send the fleet back home to Marine to pick up the men once they win that war for us. What about the Valerians? Could we get the Valerians on our side? They do worship R'hllor like us. But he doesn't have any children or anything, Lord Montaris of. Right. Let's pause so we don't miss anything while we sail back west, just in case anything happens. And we'll sail the fleet back round here, and we'll send those men to fight the Liberation War. We'll leave them to their own device, because they should win that war. And we've got to keep an eye on back home. Right. There's 4,000 defenders in King's Landing. We've got Jorah, Rakaro, and Daenerys leading the siege. We could use our dragons, but they're still very small. I don't want to risk them getting hurt, to be honest. How many men is Doran Martell bringing to the front? Only 4,000, but it's better than nothing. It will help. It's a shame that we can't get... Maybe some people will join us, though. A lot of people seem to be fighting the White Walkers. Hopefully, the Northern Army... Tommen's army is north fighting the White Walkers, so we can take the throne whilst he's away. That would be great. Actually, yeah, let's see what's going on back over here. Are they marching on to them? Yes, they are. Hopefully they'll get there fairly soon. How... Yeah, you're not far off now, are you? Osdan of the Yunkai Liberation Revolt was declared... Oh, for God's sake, another liberation war with 20,000 men. For God's sake. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Right, we'll defeat this army here. And then we'll let the other one wear itself down, and then we'll attack those as well. Shouldn't take too much to do. Should easily defeat that army. Hopefully. Doesn't look like we're going... Oh my god, no. We've actually managed to lose that. That's very annoying. For God, how did we lose that? Wow. I never thought we'd lose that against a against a peasant revolt. Right, we've got a bad supply line here now, which is not good. We could deploy the dragon in the siege. Let's do it. Dracarys. Let's see what damage Drogon can do. He did manage to do a bit of damage. Yeah, and he managed to harm them quite well, so that's good. But it's not good what's going on back home. That's not good at all. Well, when I say back home, back in Marine. Our army of 5,000 men is retreating. But they are losing men rapidly, so hopefully we'll still be okay over there. God, this is a world away from each other, trying to keep an eye on this. It's a nightmare. Right. Wait until we can use our dragon again. We don't want to lose too many men here sieging. When can we call on Drogon again? Deploy a Drogon, Dracarys. There we go. Siege of the Red Keep, Victra puts us up to 25%. Our supply limit is now better as well, which is good. Oh, wow. And yeah, they've not got many men defending that at all now. Right, so we'll leave Daenerys to siege that. And off we go back to the east again. Right. We get some better commanders in charge of this. Let's go with this guy. And Belwys and Grey Worm. And let's march on Astapor, lift the siege, and then on Slavers Road. We'll let the Yunkai Liberation do its thing for now till they wear themselves down. And we'll fight this Astapori Liberation Army when we get a chance. Keep an eye back on this armour. 300 defenders. Yep, we'll just assault it. It's an easy assault. Doesn't look like Tommen. So where is Tommen himself? So he is up north leading the men against the White Walkers himself. Well, that surprises me. I'm surprised that Tommen's leading the army himself. But yeah, we'll just siege the land around here whilst he's away. See what's going on back over here. Might have to call in some more mercenaries, some more sellsword companies at some point. The Dragon Rhaegal is a ravenous beast. He regularly roams the lands of Meereen, gorging on the livestock of the peasants. Offer them vague promises and apologies. Right, we can't siege that. Can we siege Slavers Road? We're losing that war quite heavily. Truces are expiring with Giscar. Okay. Yeah, we can siege that. I wonder if I were to give the High Lordship of Astapor. No, it's the Kingdom. Oh no, yeah, the High Lordship of Astapor to somebody else. Would they then... Let's give that to Selma. See if it makes a difference. And then Yunkai, Jorah Mormont, grant landed title High Lordship of Yunkai. Not the Kingdom, just the High Lordship. See if that makes a difference in this war. Could make a small difference. Let's attempt an assault. There we go. And again. And once more. Okay, 4,900 men, but we can't really attack that army. If we march on Astapor and let them march on us, right, how are things going back in Westeros? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Wow, there's a lot of defenders. Can we deploy a Drogon in the siege? Yes, we can. Dracarys brings it down a little bit. Didn't bring it down a lot, but it brought it down a little bit. It's a shame that we couldn't get anything from that alliance. It's a real shame that we can't. We'll call them into the other wars, though. They might be able to help us in that one. How is the Iron Throne's war with the White Walkers going? Defending against the White Walkers, 88% in favour of Tommen. Right, so it's not going to be long before he's marching back south, so we really need to get a move on and strike hard. Can we buy some more? Oh, we can call upon some vassals. Wow, 3,000 men from there. Awesome. Yep, march those onto Astapor then. I weren't expecting that. And yeah, we'll just call our allies into the wars. Right, so we should have enough men now to make the difference here. We'll bring the ships round to land just north of Astapor. Let's head back west. Okay, the siege is almost over there. Can we deploy Drogon again? Yep, deploy Dracarys. Siege of Kingsland, awesome. On to the next siege, which is fairly poorly defended. Siege of the Golden Pyramid has been lost. We have lost quite a few men over here in Westeros, but hopefully we'll be okay. Right, yeah, we've got those 3,000 men reinforcing, so we hopefully be able to lift the siege of Astapor. Sacrificial burners and offering to the Lord of Light will gain me much favour with him according to the Red Priest. The unbelievers I rule would not like it though. Sacrifice the unbeliever hero, sacrifice some commoners, have the Sept of Graces burnt to the ground. I defy... Oh. Let's sacrifice some commoners from the dungeon. March on to Slavers Road because they're going to attack us. We get the bonus as well, and we'll send the reinforcements there as well. And that should win us that battle fairly easily, I hope. And then we can dock the ships over there as well in Slavers Road and bring the men over. We've just won a Battle of King's Landing as well, which is awesome. Bloody liberation wars coming at the worst time possible. When we really don't need them. We could do with all our men over in Westeros. We're going to need these reinforcements massively. There we go, a great victory, which ends that liberation war. Offer peace, enforce demands, yes. The liberation war for Astapor is over. 8,000 men. Right, we're going to have to wait for that army to wear itself down, which is annoying. Let him rot. Can we call up any more? We could call up some mercenaries. We do have enough money to do that if we... Whoa, crap. Oh, bollocks. Where did that 20,000 men come from? Too late to retreat as well, isn't it? Damn it. That's going to cost us massively. Then again, we do have a dragon. We do have a dragon. Will it make a difference in the battle? It could make a slight difference, but I don't think it's going to. Can we do an alliance with the Iron Islands? Iron King Garald the Rash. No, he only has a son. Well, that's a shame. Right, now this... We're going to get absolutely slaughtered here unless Drogon can make a difference, which I don't think he will. We're at 50% war score. If we were to... Right. We are somehow winning that battle. Deploy Drogon. The field of fire. Commander Adam Marbrand of the King's Gate tried to slay your dragon and failed. He was beaten back by the flames. Bronn of Stokeworth tried to slay the dragon. He was beat back by the flames. King Tommen of the Iron Throne tried to slay your dragon and failed. He was beaten back and severely burnt. Oh, at the age of 22, your enemy, King Tommen of the Iron Throne, was killed by Queen Daenerys of Meereen's dragon. Oh, wow. Okay, so it looks like we may actually be able to... Oh, we might not be able to. We might not win the battle, but we have slain Prince Tommen. Now King Oliver of the Iron Throne, who is Tommen and Marjorie's 7-year-old son with a hair lip. Okay, we might... Oh, it's going to be tight. We might be able to push them back. Just... That'll probably... That battle might win us the war. Your acquaintance Lord Bronn Blackwater has returned from the Battle of King's Landing alive but has suffered very gruesome, horrific injuries. One-eyed, severely injured, one-handed. Bag. Yeah, he did get hurt. At least he is alive. Why do we care if he's alive? Victory. Lord Bronn of Stokeworth was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. And my god, does he look a state. Perfect. Keep him as a prisoner for now. That's put us up to 76%. We'll let him... Okay, very well, I shall be merciful. Put him under house arrest. We could... Can we not recruit him? It'd be good if we could recruit Bronn. Come on, this is Bronn. He'd be more than willing to let you recruit him. He really would. But it's not going to allow us by the looks of it, which is a shame. So yeah, I could give you bigger lands and titles, Sir Bronn, if you were to be loyal to us. Given as a Westerosi commander. Right, how are things going back here? Still 13,000, but I'm going to... Okay, we can call up some men from somewhere. I don't know where they've... Ah, okay, 2,000 men over there on that island. Awesome. Right, we'll go pick... Can we go pick those up, please, guys? And then we will also let... There's a Holy Order. The Fiery Hand, which costs 50 piety. They are vassals of R'hllor. Okay, we've got enough piety, so why can't we hire these then? Must already be hired. So, right, mercenaries. Total strength. Let's have a look what we've got and what we can afford. 2,000 men, the gallant men. Yep. Let's hire them. It's another 2,000 men. They will make a difference. And that will give us enough men to make the difference. Despite his best efforts to escape, your vassal Lord Jorah has been caught in the fires ravaging King's Landing. This is terrible. Oh, bollocks. So King's Landing is now aflames. This is like the end of the show. Won't be as bad as the end of the show. Nothing's as bad as that, is it? But, you know. King's Landing is now siege. So let's siege Chittering Brook. We'll start sieging the nearby lands. We've almost won. We're at 76%. Just got to end this war back here. Right. Board the ship. Sail to Meereen to pick up those other men. Can you march to Meereen? Will you go? You'll go. Your Grace, I write to express my consternation at the fact Rakoo enjoys command of your armies when someone of high status would clearly be more appropriate. Tyrion the Imp gains the minor title Commander. Are you even good at commanding, Tyrion? No, not at all. Not in the slightest, so we'll smooth it over, I think, Tyrion. Sorry, pal, but, you know. Yeah, he's going to march. No, stay where you are. The ships will collect. The ships will drop off the men to be with you. momentarily. Right, have we marched on to Chittering Brook yet? Not yet, but things are going well. Right, here we go. We'll get Chittering Brook under siege. Deploy Dragon in the siege Dracarys. I mean, we've nearly won the war. We need to do it before they regroup and get a lot of men, so... Right, there we go. 5,000 men. Merge together. Get on the fleet. Drop those off with the other guys. And that'll be enough, hopefully, to lift the siege of Yunkai. And then we can bring the men back over to Westeros to help out. And that will win us the war by then, easily. We'll have more than enough men to win the war by then. So we'll get this under siege quickly. Recently I've noticed the pitiful state of my husband, King Quentin. Call for a physician at once then. Call for a physician, Daenerys. Hey, what's going on here? Stokeworth are not involved. It's a shame that we can't get him on side. It's really annoying that we can't recruit him. Damn, look at the Iron Islands now. Yeah, that's going to be under siege pretty soon. We're still at 76%. Queen Daenerys, I see, just causing your struggle against your enemies. I will take up arms to stand beside you. Lord Monterus Valerian. Awesome, yes! The Valerians are coming to our aid. That is great news. I'm going to mark him as important. Then we will reward the Valerians for their faith in House Targaryen, just as they should be. Right, merge together. Let's march on to Yunkai. And end the revolt of Yunkai. The Battle of Chittering Brook. Who are we fighting? Ah, they've come back for us, have they? I am marching over the plains of Chittering Brook when I realise how the experience has simply become a matter of course. I rarely even think when I charge into battle. It just happens I could surely make use of this insight, but how? I'll master the plains, flanker, siege. Let's go for siege leader. Siege leader's always useful. And they've got a disadvantage, and we can also deploy our dragon in battle. Your commander, Adam Marbrand, was beat back by the flames. So was Gendra and Osman Kettleback as well. Commander Adam Marbrand was slain by Drogon. Will that win us the war, maybe? It could very well win us the war. It has done. 100%. Offer peace, enforce demands, yes. Queen Daenerys Stormborn has usurped the title Castle of Kingsgate from Oliver Lannister. And the Lordship of King's Landing, the High Lordship of King's Landing, and the title of 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. Queen Daenerys has won the war for the Iron Throne. After seizing the 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne, you've also captured the treasury of the disposed Lord Oliver Lannister. Awesome. We've got all the dragon schools, which is interesting. 3,000 men will march those on to King's Landing for now. We do need to reward the Valerians. I'll send him a small gift. Let's get him on side. Lord Monterus the Generous of Dragonstone is also a R'hllor worshipper, which is great. We are going to have to now bring peace to Westeros, which is going to be a pain. Lady Paramount Cersei, we will take care of her once we get a chance and remove her and give the west to Tyrion. Now, how's the battle going on back here? Queen Daenerys Stormborn fulfilled the ambition to see our house rule from the Iron Throne. The war has been won, our enemy armies have been crushed, and the loyalist forces have been defeated. Courtier Oliver Lannister, one of your opponents, has been brought before you to hear your judgment. What's he got in his treasury? Widow's Wail and Fire Sword. He doesn't have an heir either. Oh, he does have a sister, Rhaella Waters. I judge his family justly. Leave him be. We get patient. I want all their heads on pikes. Bring me his head. I will judge his family justly. Who else is there? Marcella Lannister. We'll put all their heads on pikes. Your Grace, Marcella Lannister has been brought from herself for execution. How shall she... we'll burn her. Marcella Lannister has been sentenced to death, and as you commanded, she was burned alive as a warning to your enemies. She's tried to the stake of fire and lit beneath her. Screams went on for many minutes until she finally died. The war has been won, our enemy armies have been crushed, and the loyalist forces have been defeated. Sir Orbit Deadwin has been brought before you. He's not fit to serve in the Kingsguard. Not fit to serve in the Kingsguard. Oliver Frey, not fit. Not... Who's this? Sir Loris. Ooh. We have got an alliance with the Tyrells, so we'll leave him be. Hostin Frey, he's not fit to serve in the Kingsguard. Osmond Kettleblack, he's not fit to serve in the Kingsguard. We'll make our own Kingsguard. And Your Grace, Oliver Lannister has been... We will burn him as well. All hail her Grace, Queen Daenerys of House Targaryen, the first of her name, Queen of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. Long live the Queen. Right. We've almost ended this liberation war. Dear daughter-in-law, your wisdom and mercy, Lord, we request that you honour your obligation and answer this call to arms against Lord Anders of the Stoneway. Yeah, I'll accept. I might not get involved, though. My prisoner Lord Commander Jaime Lannister is complaining about the dark cells in the dungeons that he and his family are occupying, and is asking for more suitable accommodations. No, you can stay where you are. So all my subjects in here, I don't really care about length. Right, let's lift the siege here, and that should end our war back in Marine, so that we can bring our men over finally. Ambition, we need a new ambition. What do we go with for an ambition now? Groom and Heir. Let's just go with Win the War. Yep, nice easy one for now. Right, let's bring the fleet round. We need to lift the siege here. Ah, there we go. Offer peace. Enforce demands, yes. Liberation of Yunkai has ended. Queen Daenerys has won. Right, so we'll end this episode here, guys. There we go. We have got the Iron Throne now, which includes the North. We'll have to go to war with the White Walkers once we get the South under control, that is. But yeah, we'll end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you very soon for my next video.